Welcome to the Network for the Development of Agricultural Cooperatives in Asia and the Pacific. NEDAC was started in 1991 by UNFAO, ICAAP, UNILO on the recommendations of 1990 ICAAP Regional Conference of Cooperative Ministers. Memberships of NEDAC can be from Asia, the Pacific, and its wider associated regions. NEDAC members can be from anywhere in the world. While regions activities on NEDAC include trainings, seminars, workshops, study, research for the promotions of agriculture and aligned sector cooperatives. NEDAC Training Center encountering different classroom and online programs. NEDAC website is www.nedac.info. Please visit, subscribe, and like our official NEDAC YouTube channel. Thank you. Sawadee-krap. I'm Invitee. I'm a consultant in Network for the Development of Agricultural Cooperatives in Asia and the Pacific. Welcome to NEDAC's video. I present special videos on General Assembly Session 2018 of NEDAC held in New Delhi, India. Our website is www.nedac.info. You can enjoy the videos on NEDAC official YouTube channel or on Facebook NEDACHO. Best wishes.
Mr. Balu Iyer, Regional Director of Asia Pacific International Cooperative Alliance, to make a statement on this occasion.
Good morning, everyone. Shri Purushottam Rupala, Minister of State for the Ministry of Agriculture, Farmers Welfare, and Minister of Panchayati Raj, Mr. Sandeep Kumar Naik, Managing Director, NCDC and Chairman, NEDAC, Mr. Orlando Ravanera, Co-Chairman of NEDAC and Chairman of the Cooperative Development Authority, Philippines, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and fellow cooperators from India and NEDAC countries. It is an honor for me to be present at the NEDAC General Assembly, and thank you for inviting ICAAP Asia Pacific. ICAAP Asia Pacific had a key role to play in the origins of NEDAC when it was first proposed as an idea at the regional consultation in Singapore in 1988, and second, when it was supported and endorsed at the first Ministers' Conference in Sydney in 1990, along with the FAO and the ILO. Every year, ICAAP brings out the World Cooperative Monitor, which ranks the top 300 cooperatives in the world. And the latest edition was released during our General Assembly in Argentina. The top 300 cooperatives in the world account for $2.1 trillion US. And if you put the top 300 cooperatives together, they form the 6th largest economy in the world. And when we break down the top 300 cooperatives, we find that 53% of them are in agriculture and consumer, and 33% are in insurance. So around 86% of the top 300 cooperatives have a role in agriculture. So we can see in cooperatives worldwide the importance which they have for agriculture. In 2015, the nations of the world agreed on the Sustainable Development Goals to wipe out poverty, fight inequality, and tackle climate change. SDG 1 relates to ending poverty and SDG 2 to ending hunger. And in this, the United Nations recognized cooperatives, and cooperatives have been identified as one of the mechanisms or implementers for the Sustainable Development Goals. So we can see in terms of the world contribution, cooperatives have an important role to play in agriculture, and cooperatives have also been recognized in the Sustainable Development Goals that they have a lead role to play. Agriculture cooperatives have played an important role in the development of agriculture and become an integral part of social structure. And we have done a good job on the input side in terms of providing seeds, fertilizers, credit, etc. And cooperative agricultural production has kept up with global growth, but its share in retail and wholesale is declining. When we look at the global trade, agriculture between cooperatives is roughly 10 billion a year, and this represents just 1% of the global agricultural trade. So I think the point which Mr. Nayak said, that we need to enhance cooperative to cooperative trade, because cooperatives are largely involved in agriculture and consumer and insurance. So how do we work together to increase the percentage of cooperation among cooperatives? And in NEDAC member countries, agriculture continues to be the mainstay in terms of livelihood, if not in terms of contribution to the economy. When NEDAC was formed, its objectives were to sensitize government on issues relating to cooperatives, provide a forum of exchange between various stakeholders, promote technical cooperation among developing countries, and disseminate success stories. A long time has passed since NEDAC was formed, and the times we now live in are challenging in terms of the policy and legal environment for cooperatives, disruption in terms of technology and new business models which are coming, and competition. There are more and more players coming in. So what I see more in terms of for NEDAC and its member organizations is in terms of what is our value proposition now? What is it that our members, how do we provide a value to our members? For we want to increase members, but until unless we can show that we are value based, we provide a certain benefit, the membership is not going to happen. So how do we create that value is a challenge. And where I see NEDAC playing a role is in terms of enhancing linkages between agriculture, consumer, and credit cooperatives. The Sustainable Development Goals, we have very important role to play. And of course, cooperation among cooperatives, which Mr. Nayak had mentioned. I see these three roles. In addition, he had mentioned capacity development, but that's been always an integral part of what NEDAC has done. So I'm hoping that NEDAC, with its revised constitution, increased member base, and committed leadership, can play a role. It was mandated to sensitize governments, promote cooperation, and facilitate and share best practices among cooperatives in the region. So again, thank you very much for inviting ICAAP to this General Assembly, and I wish the Assembly all success. Thank you very much.
थैंक यू
थोड़ा सा मुस्कुरा देना।
यस स्माइल देखिएगा सर।